we have to define the color. Okay, so to define the colors, we can select the color here. Example is that there is a olive color is this, and then there can be a one of the black color into the same style or like product, we can say. So right now we selected two colors, expecting that one is olive and another is black. There can be a set we can define here, which we created might, if we created this sets under this particular size template, which will show you here. Yesterday as we seen the size set, that size set we can select exactly which default set is there for the, you know, that particular color. So that kind of set we can, this is not again mandatory or everyone is not using or everyone is using, that is another context. But we having we can create sets here and set it as a default for the colors as well. Apart from that, we can add a image of this particular color. To add a image, we can add a image here. And we can select it. So for this also, I am selecting the similar image which I selected for the that color. Okay. Now there is the some information which can be as a which can be, you know, like stored as a static value. Some of the customers keeping their exactly those color into their warehouse in a specific bin. Like there is a there can be a preference. They have a fixed bin for this particular style and this particular color in their warehouse. So they can define the bin numbers here. This is just a reporting purpose that can be handled. You know, like they can use this as a reference exactly which style of which color is kept at which location. So this is just three bin levels has been given in three bins that a particular color can be kept. Apart from that, now I will add this. Okay, when I'm going to add this, some of the there are some mandatory fields which need to be add here. I system will ask for the select series. Okay, yesterday which we seen that the variant configuration. So it is asking for to select variant configuration. So today I'm selecting, I'm generating item color wise, size wise as well, color wise and one item as well for this particular item. Now I will select the color wise item first. Okay, and next is that how we want to produce this, because this is again the depend on the customer and the product. In some of the you know, product, there is a one size and they want to do a production of it. And in some product, there are sizes and also the colors. Apart from the colors, there are they want to do, they are having the multiple sizes in product. So when we are doing the production of it, when one color is one size is there, that time you can do select the color wise. Why this is specifically is defining here? Because some of the garments are required the raw material according to their size. Like there is one zipper which is required in all sizes of the garment. But apart from that, in smaller size, there is a smaller zipper, and in the bigger size, there is a zipper size is different one. So in that case, when we will plan the raw material color wise and size wise, so that time the calculation of the raw material should get calculated based upon color and size. So at that point of time, we can select the color wise, size wise production type. In case you are doing a production of the fabric, in that fabric, definitely there will be the one size, which is there is, in fact, there is no size in fabric, which is there will be only the length of the fabric. That's it, which we can create one of the size template for that as a, you can see here also, there is one of the size template which is created for the fabric. In that, there is a no sizes. That is why the one of the, because size template is mandatory for the production. For that, we kept it as a description meters. So in that case, when you are doing a fabric production, you don't require anything according to this size. One size is everything. One for like whatever consumptions you are calculating in terms of, if you are doing a dyeing, for that particularly you will require the chemicals. Definitely for each meters you are creating a bomb according to that. But when you are creating a garment, so that time you may require the consumptions according to size wise, basically color wise production will happen. But along with that, size will get in a consideration. So for that purpose, we are selecting and deciding exactly what kind of product we are going to make. Based upon that, the production type we are selecting here. Next is that there will be, when we'll come to the there is one how the production is going to happen. We will come to this as well, but right now there is a, because how the production is going to happen of this particular product, that need to be defined. What are the processes need to be like happen to produce this? So we need to create a routing for that. So that routing we can assign it on that particular style. How we have to create a routing, that we'll see. But when we are creating a style, if we are having already the routing code with us, or created the routing, the processes through which processes this product will get produced, so that we can link it. And definitely we have to link it on the style itself for the production purpose. Further with this, we will require. Next is that we can select a branch. There can be a different branches of the company, that we can define it here. In case we want to refer any or the project number, that can be a defined, one of the field has been given here. Next is that these are all mandatory fields. Mandatory fields, I can repeat it. One is the item group, another is the description, third one is the size template, another is the variant, and the HSN code. These five you know the things in style master data are mandatory. Apart from that, you can add your style. I'm going to add this style here. Okay, so I, what that style, which style we added here, that you can see this style which is added. Now if we want to see a photo of it, we can just click it here and we can see an image of it directly. Regarding to the image, I will come to the image part. There can be, we can define, once we add this style, later on we can assign some images according to the color of that particular style products. So in olive color, there can be a multiple images. Why multiple images required? Just give me a minute. I'm showing you. Okay. So you can see this product. In this product, there is a front view of the product. There is a like backside of the product. From the backside, how it is looking at. Apart from that, there can be another image which is closer image, and this can be a image from the side view. So there can be a different image type. We may need to create and store the images of a product for the style master data that we can store it. Now there is one image type is there, only the main image. We can call main image to this particular image. How we can add the image type here? To add image, we can go styles. Okay, fashion modules, fashion and in style. In style, whatever the smaller masters which are required into style master data, like we yesterday we seen that the garment parts which we will see here at today how we can assign the garment parts. Apart from that, whatever the image type we required here for the style master data, that we can create here. Now we can see image type. One of the image type is already created that you can see here. Next is that back image. There is a close-up image and then the side view, side image, I can say that. As and when we add image type, obviously we can see how many image type are created. That is one part. Next is that it will not immediately available here to select. For that, you may need to close the style master data. You can again go to style master data. You can go back to your style, go to images. In that you now you will be able to see all image types here. You can go here and you can select your image type. You can because there are showing two colors because obviously you have now two colors in this particular style. So for each color there can be have a force like images. Now I am going to select image of my the olive bottom, this one. Okay. So because we will use this further as well. Now to add more images, you can add row here and you can add a back side of the image for the olive color. Just for a reference, I am selecting the this image. I can update it. Next, I can add row. Now I want to add another main image of the another color. That also I can do it in a similar manner. So I'm going to add this image here. So this is, and again, if whenever we want to see the images in, because we are not reducing the size of the image as it is that are going to saved in the attachment folder, which is shared folder of the SAP, and in that only we are saving the images and they can like have the images as it is. There so image quality will be not reduced. Next is that about the parts. Now we can see that in this particular color, in case this garment, there can be a one of the garment which I can show you here. Just I need to add a one image. Okay, now you can see this is the image. We can call this is set like dress with leggings. Okay, so in this case, we may require to do a production of this particular dress as well as the this particular leggings in house. Might be this we are buying it, this we are producing it in house. Either way, we are producing this as well as this. So how we can define this product? Definitely in that way we might require in black color we have a black top along with the black leggings. So how we can define this here? For the black color, I will show here. We can select style color, which is from the this only we have to define. There is a black color. As a part, there is a top. And what is the color of the top? Top color is also black. How? Based upon this image, we are defining that. So this is the black color. So that has been defined. Further to it, for the finish style, the color is black, and there is another part of that particular garment is the leggings. And what is the color of the leggings? We can say that that color we can consider as a navy blue. Okay. So this way we can define the part of the any garment here. Apart from that, when we are doing this, we can define the wash care content as well. Okay, I will show that. And along with that, of each part, we can have an image of it. So we are having an image of the dress that we can assign it here. And if we are having a individual image of the leggings, that also we can assign it for that particular part of the garment. And we can update it. What is the wash care? I'm showing going to show this as well. Now we define the attributes, we define the colors, we define the part of the garment, we define the images of the garment. And now also you can see here one of the thing, there is an image viewer you can see here on the top right side. So the color of the first, like first image of the color is showing here. Definitely, when we are going to how we will use this. Definitely, in a way, we stored all images. Apart from that, in setting, you have been seen that one setting was there in mass in sales. Sorry, in general itself, there is a setting available display image when scanning, display image when stock scanning. So this image we will see able to see at the time of scanning. So we can use these functionality or we can disable this functionality according to the customer need. Definitely it is requirement of the customer is there, so we can enable, else we can we don't need to do that. But if we do that, definitely they can use it in a good manner. We'll do the generation of the item. Okay, so our purpose was that only. And before also doing that, I can, based upon this, we will generate the style code here. Okay, so that we are going to do here. When we go for the color, just look at here. The color related things like buttons are coming here. So if we are coming to attribute tab, there is one button is coming generate codes. So for that, what will happen after clicking here? You can see, just look at here, the style code. So this style code has been generated. Now we can update it. Before proceeding ahead, I just want to show you here is that LF is coming from this particular attribute. You can see here the LF. There is a bottom which is coming from the subcategory of the attribute, which is BTM for the bottom. So in this way of the, because customer want to see, I'm just copying this here and pasting it here. So in their, like when they are distributing, when they are selling it out, whenever they are dealing with their products, so they want a unique number for this particular style. So these are all these short codes of that particular attributes. Apart from that, you can see one of the number here, which is coming the incremental number. and which makes this style unique. So we can fulfill the demand if customer is having such kind of configuration in their previous system, or like they we can suggest such kind of system we have, so we can define the style code based upon their selections. So they at least outside of the people won't understand what is this means, but when they deal with this particular sample in terms of inventory and other things, they will be understand exactly what product is from the this particular code itself. So this way we can do this. How this has been happen? Again, I will come to the configuration part of the attribute type. In the attribute, you can see here our first the letter like first attribute was the market segment. So we'll go to the attribute types. In that we'll search market segment and just find it out. You can see here in style code the sequence will be 1. So in that, use this attribute to generate the style code is given here. So whatever the attributes are provided as a use in this generation of this style code, for that you have to define a sequence of it. For this, the style code sequence, the market segment should be considered as the first attribute, and of that first attribute, whatever the value and short name is there, according to that, system will pick the value for the style code. Next was the subcategory. Just to showcase that uh, subcategory, you can see here there is a three because two is has been eliminated, so that we can do like one and three, and so incremental it will take. So we have been given here the three for the which you can see here using style code. Then next was the one which is coming from the category of the product. So that also I am going to show here. There is a sequence number 4. So this way, and we can use a what exactly prefix code or suffix code we want to use between this. So in earlier in after third like sequence or second sequence, you want a hyphen here so that you can provide your whatever your suffix will be, so that system will give you will be able to use as a separator here, so that you can use it. So this way you can generate your style code and configure it according to it. Now I am going to update this. So in style master data, again the mandatory things have been explained. Color is not mandatory. Again, you can add your style first, and then you can open your styles and you can keep adding your colors.